Hey, welcome to Technology Paul. Today we're taking a look at the Garmin Bounce, a smartwatch for kids. A lot of people are considering these types of watches for their young children because it allows them to utilize communication and location tracking features without having to give their kids a phone. Last year I reviewed another watch in this category, the Lil Tracker smartwatch. However, I wanted to take a look at the product offering from a highly established smartwatch company, Garmin. Garmin makes high-quality smartwatches that are popular among outdoor fitness enthusiasts. So how does their kids' smartwatch stack up? Is it worth getting for your child? Let's dig in. So when you open up the box, you get the watch and a charging cable, as well as some documentation. You'll need your phone with you as well. Then download the Garmin Junior app, and if you're like me and you don't have a Garmin account to begin with, you'll need to create one. From there, you can pair up the watch and start using it. The watch itself is actually fairly stylish, especially for a kid's sport watch. I let my son pick the version and he opted for green burst. It probably would be nice if there were more than 3 colors to pick from. Besides green burst, you can also choose black camo or lilac floral. Our kid found it to be a comfortable fit though. He's still pretty young and we can tell that there's a lot of room to grow into it if needed. One thing we tried right away was the two-way text and voice messaging. This seems to work as advertised, but there's a catch to it that the watch can only contact up to 20 approved contacts, and those contacts have to have a Garmin account. That's right, the watch cannot text any number. You'll need to get the Garmin Junior app to contact your child. This can be kind of annoying, but I also think from a safety perspective, I get it. The LTE connection you get through Garmin obviously has a traditional phone number assigned to it, but the watch is so locked down that there won't be any traditional phone calls or text messages coming through to it. I think that can be viewed as either good or bad depending on your perspective. As mentioned, the watch has an LTE connection, but there's no need to go out and buy a SIM card. That's because Garmin is going to ask you to sign up for their plan, and there's no alternative option. The plan costs $149 a year or $15 a month, and there are no limits to the communications or location tracking. From the Garmin Junior app, you can send a text message to your child. You can also insert these emojis that have audio, or you can record a voice message. Your child can do all of the same from their watch. The voice messages can be up to 20 seconds long. When your child receives the message, they will get a notification and their watch will make a noise and vibrate to let them know. Inside the Garmin app, you can also view your child's location. You can set up geofencing around your home so that you can see that they're there at a glance. Plus, the Garmin app will notify you when they leave that location. You can set up multiple geofence locations for home, school, grandparents, and more. The location will update automatically every half an hour or so, but you can also see a location history and hit refresh to see their up-to-date location. Now on to what your child can do with their Garmin Bounce smartwatch. To start with, it tells the time. That's a useful feature for any kid. Having a strong understanding of time and being able to begin to manage their own time is a great skill set to learn early on. The watch has at least a full day of battery life, so you can rest assured that it's not going to die while they are out and about. Garmin claims it has up to 2 days of battery life, but I wouldn't push it that much. As long as you plug it in daily, that should be fine. Unfortunately, the cable Garmin provides in the box is both quite short and it's also proprietary. I'd expect a USB-C cable at this point, which would allow you to use any of your other cables to charge the watch, but it's this weird connector they've opted for instead. So if you lose this charger, you'll need to order a replacement. If your child wants to switch up the watch faces, there are a few different ones to choose from, and you can make your own custom ones as well through the app. If you swipe to the right, you get messages, followed by the activity tracker and the step tracker, followed by the chores list, and then the weather app. Another navigation option is from the watch face. Just click the top right button and you get a quadrant of options like Connect, Play, Clocks, and Settings. Inside Connect, your child can view their contacts, as well as check in their location and get help. The Get Help button particularly is one to point out to them. Tapping it will begin with a countdown of 10 seconds, and then it will send a help message to the family members registered on the account. I like the check-in option as well because let's say your child goes to the park or a friend's house, you can say, please check in when you get there, so you have additional peace of mind. Play features include activity tracking, such as walking, running, biking, and swimming, as well as a couple of games like Math Flash and Puzzle Slider. The games are pretty limited, in my opinion. The math game, while kind of cool, asks several questions that are probably above or below whatever skill level your child is at, with no option to customize it. And the puzzles are neat, but it feels like they could have thrown a couple more fun games on here. Now, I mentioned swimming as an activity earlier, so you might wonder if the watch is waterproof. And of course, the answer is yes. The Bounce is waterproof up to 5 atmospheres, meaning it is waterproof to a depth of 50 meters. Basically, it's good for pool swimming, which is what most kids are going to be doing. Over in clocks, you get the ability to set alarms and timers and use a stopwatch. Finally, settings allows you to change the watch face, sound and vibration settings, and some other system settings. One thing as a parent I'd be wondering right now is if there's any way to lock some of this stuff down while my child is at school. Well, Garmin has you covered there with school mode. School mode basically turns off everything but the time telling feature during specific set hours, such as weekdays between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that's great because it's going to limit distractions for your child when they should be focused on learning. Importantly, they can still use the Get Help feature and you can still track their location while in school mode. You can also reward your child for great behavior, like taking care of their chores. You can assign chores in the app and then the child can check off when those chores are completed on their watch. You can assign these digital coins to your child for completing the tasks. I'm not quite sure what those do, if anything, or if you just need to equate those to dollars or something of that sort in the real world. And there's one last form of reward your child can earn, and it's all about being physically active. There's an adventure companion game in the mobile app, and you unlock different mini games or moves within it by completing 60 minutes of physical activity on the watch. My son seems to be fairly excited to unlock the next part of the game by completing this activity. However, I doubt this would be exciting for older kids. So is the Garmin Bounce worth it for your child? Overall, I think it brings a lot of great features to the table, especially for parents looking for a safe, reliable way to stay connected with their kids. The combination of location tracking, communication options, and fun features like games and customizable watch faces make it an attractive option. However, the requirement for Garmin accounts and the proprietary charging cable are downsides. So is the lack of a live calling feature. But the Garmin Bounce is certainly a solid choice. It provides peace of mind for parents and a bit of fun and responsibility for kids. It's also a lot cheaper than an Apple Watch or other smartwatch you might be looking at, which to me is a selling point. What are your thoughts on the Garmin Bounce? Have you tried it or are considering it for your child? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like, which will help more people find this video, and subscribe to Technology Paul for more tech reviews and videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.